Generally, the Japanese like to run the water when they are washing vegetables. They are not like us who generally worry about wasting too much water.
Letting water flow endlessly is like watching money go down the drain. For Taiwanese in Japan, one of the biggest shocks is the high price of tap water.
They collect this fee once every 2 months, so it is about charged twice a month, which is about $36. So about each month we pay $18.
Taking a look at this monthly bill of $36 for 2 months, this is the equivalent of $18 for 1 month. This is 2.7 times the cost of Taiwan's monthly household water fee. But is it really higher quality? Making a meal will use a lot of water. In order to prevent water costs from dragging down family finances, Chen Li-fen goes all out to save water. Not only using leftover water to flush the toilet, Chen Li-fen's washing machine also makes use of water once used for bathing. This water-saving washing machine is sold everywhere in Japan. It is specially built for those who take baths. With the price of water in Japan being so expensive, it is not an unreasonable appliance.
If you look here, when there's an earthquake, these water pipes will move and the general joint will break.
Taking a trip to the Tokyo International Water Show, we can see these hidden secrets.
This is a water pipe that is protected at the joint and will not break due to such movement.
This is a shock-resistant pipe developed in Japan because most of the water leakage occurs in the joint of the water pipe. The principle of expansion and contraction is useful in an earthquake. Even if there is none, this water pipe is not easy to break. At present, 40% of the water pipes in Tokyo use this kind of water pipe, which has a shock-resistant tube, but the price is 5 to 6 times that of Taiwan's pipes. Tokyo's water leakage rate is only 3%. This 3% water leakage rate is the lowest in the world, and certainly the lowest in the country. According to the statistics of the Taipei Water Supply Division, Taipei and some parts of New Taipei City have a water leakage rate of 14.18% in 2017. In contrast, 3% is the rate that Tokyo has achieved. Failure to achieve this may cost more money for future generations. We have a budget of maintaining water pipes of around $4.5 million. More than $421 million is spent in Taiwan maintaining water pipes. Where does this money come from? Put it bluntly, take a look at your water bill.
Taiwan companies cannot produce earthquake-resistant pipes, so they have to import it from Japan. The price that they post is some 6 times more expensive.
This is a construction site where tap water pipes are being changed. Top officials from Taiwan Water have gone to Japan to observe their operations and express frustration when learning about Japan water rates.
Regardless of whether you are in a mountainous township or near the sea, the price is the same as metropolitan areas. The average water price is about 30 US cents.
How cheap is Taiwan's water price? According to the survey of 33 countries by the International Water Association, the highest price of water is Malta. The average price of water is 128 NT dollars, and the lowest is Mauritius with an average of 6.42 NT dollars. In neighboring Asian countries, Japan averages 34 NT dollars and Hong Kong is 18 NT dollars. As for Taiwan, at 9 NT dollars, it's the top 3 cheapest countries in the survey, only 1/4 of the world average.
With our limited revenue from water fees, we have no way to replace old equipment or upgrade it. For example, Japan uses shockproof connectors.
While we have the lowest water rates, does this also affect the quality of the water?
All the expenses of our main operations come from income generated by water fees. At present, we have to rely on borrowing to cover this shortfall. At present, our debt is around $6,480 million.
Relying upon borrowing to finance Taiwan's water system may come as a surprise to many people. Taking a closer look at the situation in other countries, we'll come to the water burden rate. This is a household water fee for 200 units of water divided by per capita GDP. The survey found that Japan's burden rate fell to 0.55, Hong Kong 0.2, and Taiwan 0.12, which is actually the world's lightest water burden rate.
There are more than 1,000 water companies in Japan, each of whom can decide water rates. TSS is a provider of tap water expertise, with one official from the company using the analogy that if you want the horse to run, how can you prevent it from eating the grass? The equipment in the reservoir also needs to be updated with pipelines, which add to the cost of the water. In Japan, different counties, cities, and different regions assess different water prices. There are more than 1,000 water companies who set prices based upon the difficulty of laying pipelines to rural areas. Generally, they pay more than metropolitan areas, as everything depends upon market pricing mechanism. If the water fee is reduced by 10%, it will be subsidized by the local city tax. There's a need for Taiwan to consider this, as the price of water has not risen for 24 years, even though the cost of all kinds of raw materials has soared. There's simply too many political factors involved, as water price has become a taboo topic. At present, there are some legislative units or the will of the people, which can let us raise rates to charge a more reasonable water price. For us, it will become more difficult to maintain these water facilities in the future. Taiwan's low water price is about to come to an end, with many wonder if these chickens may come home to roost one day. Failure to implement upgrades or develop enough revenue to carry out repairs while taking on more debt may eventually lead Taiwan to squander the limited natural resources it has been given.